Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sea. We are going to be heading back to London, right? Yes, that seems like the best thing to do. Where are we? We are here. So we're going to keep going up and to the left. Gotcha. Okay, so it's been a while since I've played. Because I changed the schedule slightly over the weekend. Like last week, so yeah. Z-Bats. Just gotta get back into the feel for the game. But I reckon it's early days still, so it's not so bad. Pigment Island. How much food have I got? I can visit there. I will visit there. Good place to visit. It's one of my general sort of staging posts. Staging posts? Outpost, whatever you want to call it. And I like to visit here if I'm going on a longer journey, because you can, once you've dealt with the stuff here, you can visit for fuel and supplies. Okay, so there is no habitation in sight, no markets, very little in the way of a maintained dock. A stretch of sand figures into damp black earth from which sprouts stunted palms? Not quite. Tall fungal growths with frond-like caps. As if someone sculpted the idea of a tree from a mushroom. Okay, so you can make out the unusual shapes of two tiny figures. I'm going to go and see who they are. As you step onto the quay, you hear clamour, shouts and shot. You can see off in the distance smoke rising from beyond the hill, and dots of fire flecking the horizon. Two tiny figures stand a little further down the quay, unmoving, rather as if awaiting your approach. Okay. So the rat steps forward first and bows. Welcome, Captain, to Ratstar Island. I am Edgar, second chief engineer of the 3rd Rat Brigade. I invite you to avail yourself of food and fuel at our expense. The only cost to you is a choice. And then the guinea pigs scuttle towards. Welcome, Captain, to the Isle of Cavia. I am Lady Augusta Devereux Swinch of the Blackwater Swinches. Seneschal to our King Gracenor, first of his name. I invite you to avail yourself of food and fuel at our expense. The only cost to you is a choice. What choice? Who will speak first? Speak to the chief engineer. We came to this island to make a home for ourselves away from London. Its cats and snuffers, its rat-skin suits. We came to live as citizens of our own republic. We came with our tools, our teeth, our clever hands, and we made a beautiful city by the light of the rat star that shone bright and blue on Mount Ararat. The chief engineer nods towards the distant hill. One day we braved the depths of the chicken woods, and from the top of Mount Ararat we plucked the rat star to be our light, our beacon and our flag. But the pigs of Cavie saw the light and they lusted for it. They sent armies to rule us and steal our star. We will not permit them to take what is ours. We will resist to our last breath. Will you join us in defeating them? And then she says, much the same thing, honestly. So we're going to make a choice. And attempt to broker peace, because that will work. So it's tricky to say. The rats in this game are particularly clever, but the guinea pigs are sort of unknown. I'm going to go with the rats. Okay, so you've made the right choice as the chief engineer. Okay. Chief engineer leads you to the northern siding of the island, skirting the chicken woods. You pass through a number of what can only be termed checkpoints, as fierce-eyed rats shoulder their derringers and salute the chief engineer. Soon you come upon a small colony, smaller than some of the infestations you've encountered in London flats. Only perhaps 50 ratus faber altogether, working diligently to fortify their side of the island. The first thing you notice is brilliant light, beaming out from a stump of chickenwood about 6 feet high. Bathes the whole settlement in a clean blue glow, and is almost too bright to look at. But it's like you can see several raised mounds of earth suggesting shallow tunnels. Got a fishing operation. "Welcome to Merinia," says the chief engineer, voice warm and pride. "It's not much to look at now, but it will be once we've roused the cavies." Roused? Rousted. They don't want to rouse the cavies. That would be stupid. Take a stroll. Alright, so we're going to basically just go everywhere. Head to the barracks. That's all the same. Yep. More of us below ground, but not enough. Cavies are bigger and there's more of them. We're better with weapons, but haven't got the stuff to make them with. Most of them came here as stowaways, but nothing but food, tools, and the fur on our backs. We can fish, and we nibble the chicken woods, but we can't make guns out of trees. The cavies came with their own steamer. Huh. Head to the beach. An albino rat smiles quietly up at you from his mending work, dainty and a little shy. Chickenwood floats, especially when it's dried out and sealed, so we're able to paddle out a bit and cast our nets. We come up with all sorts of things. Blind fish, crabs, sometimes a chunk of broken tentacle. But the fishing would never be so good without the rat star. I think it only draws good fish and keeps the scary ones at bay. I know the chief science officer doesn't believe it, but I do. That light is our livelihood. Head towards the rat star. Because they'll love that. A learned astronomer. It's not a star, of course. Not really. But try explaining that to the others. The chief engineer doesn't want me working too hard to convince them. Says this is better for morale. But just look at it. Look. She offers you her goggles. You manage to work them over just enough of one of your eyes to see the truth of what's in the bowl. It's scintillac. But unlike any you've seen before. Blue as a sapphire, but more brilliant. Something about the clarity of its colour is tremendously soothing. Those of us who've been to the cavey side of the island and lived to tell of it say there's plenty of glow there, plenty of bright in the water all round, but nothing like this. We took this from the island centre, Mount Ararat, only. It's not a mountain, of course, any more than this is a star. It's hollow. There's sweet water inside and coral crawling all up the walls of it, but nothing that glows save this. It's ours now, and no one can take it from us. So, to the War Council. Okay. Chief Engineer emerges from underground with a motley assortment of other rats. He introduces them as weapons experts, strategists and field commanders. "So you're going to help us beat the cavies," he says, a hard edge to his voice. "But how exactly?" So, offer 2 supplies. Got tons. We can try and attack them with a 28% chance of success. We can't fight guinea pigs. We can't deal with that, me and my crew, on a ship with cannons. We cannot kill any guinea pigs. We'll just fail. Or we can try and help with strategy. Because we can't do that either, really. Let's just give them some supplies. The crew will haul one of the deck guns to shore and the chief engineer nods in gratitude. It's a clumsy bugger and no mistake, but we can break it down into parts easily enough, and there'll be plenty of scrap left over to make bullets. So, lost 2 supplies, lost 5 terror, that's nice. And we can invite them on board. The chief engineer can't leave his colony, but he relays your request to his people. The albino rat you saw mending nets steps shyly forward. "I'm good at fixing things," he says earnestly, "and I'd like to see more of the world." You wait for him to gather up some effects and say goodbye to his family before accompanying him on board. Okay. So, to the Z! And straight back again. The line of the House of Cavies ended. Rats hold the tent city of the guinea pigs, who are welcome here. Most of the wreck steamer stores are gone, but the rats have torn out the guts of the steam pinnace. So you can refuel here, if you need to, or want to. But you have to have something awaits you. Now, in my own playthroughs, Veils +2 as opposed to +1, yeah. In my own sort of playthrough that I did off camera before starting this, I sided with the guinea pigs, and you could go to a feast there as well as refuel, which would give you supplies. So, if you're looking to do this, really helping the guinea pigs is actually more beneficial, but I think their mascot gives you pages, or maybe it's mirrors, one of the two, but it's, yeah. You can do more with the island after, if you help the guinea pigs, from what I can tell. That's just how it goes, I guess. So we've actually made the incorrect decision by helping the rat, as we already had high veils, and we could probably have done with extra pages or mirrors. One of the two. But oh well. Yeah. It's a useful place. Now, is there anywhere else nearby before I head back to London? No islands within the Zebats range. Well, back to London we go then. The Labyrinth of Eels. What a lovely sounding place. How close? Okay. Straight left. Pretty soon. Oh, there's a ship. Not interested in that. Oh. Some sort of beetle has invaded your morsel of ship's biscuit. It waggles its antenna impertinently. Good old beetles invading our ship's biscuits. Probably don't want that, really. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Fed the crew. That is a good thing. We want to do that. Oh, we're near Hunter's Keep. Good. Overshot a bit by the looks, but that's not too bad. Home waters. Yeah. Okay, so what's the plan now? Well, we found the place that the Admiralty wanted us to look at, so they might have a job for us? Or did we already get a new job? I'm not sure. I'll have to check while we're in the town. The town in the city. London isn't a town. Not even Fallen London is a town. Definitely a city. Yeah. Lots of bats around. Not sure if that's better or worse than the sort of numbers of pigeons that London has. Difficult to say. Now, the revenue men. Her Enduring Majesty's Customs Service works closely with both Ministry of Public Decency and the Master of the Bazaar. They've selected you for inspection. Don't cheek them. Well, I don't think we have anything, so let them go. Collect messages. Another day, a free evening. The blind bruiser would like a word, and someone wants to sign on. Ah. Good evening, Captain, and what a marvellous evening it is, if you don't mind my saying so. And given it is in my impression that you are an obliging sort, I imagine you will not mind at all. And since you are so very obliging, perhaps you wouldn't mind making a little detour via Mount Palmerston with a few articles of cargo. If you happen to be in the area, the cheery man will of course cover your expenses for this trifling inconvenience. And this is the cost of taking his taking the stuff he gives you, the supplies and the fuel. So he gives you one unstamped crate of brilliant souls, and you have to smuggle that to a certain place, which is generally along the top, I think. Maybe? I don't know. So we can visit Clavermont's tattoo parlour. I'm not that bothered about that. A merchant venturer. I have need of a reliable engine. Failing that, an inventive one. Here are my requirements. Okay. So he wants stuff. Devil bone dice, outlandish artifacts. Okay. Then I just quickly head to my lodgings. Okay. I guess I need to return to my lodgings. The Alarming Scholar will buy Memory of Distant Shores, though I think for now I will hold on to that. London. Visit the Admiralty Survey. Aha, and so we can hand in our port reports. So Quaker's Haven, fuel 5 Echo, okay. Nicomean Canal, 5 Echo. Pigmote Island. I'm not certain I heard you correctly. Are you quite sure this is the report you wish to make? So be it. The Iron Republic. Excuse me, I need to unlock this and this. Oops, and this. Could you place your report inside? Yes, I imagine someone will read it. Eventually. There's always someone. Wait. This is blank. Yes, both sides. No, I assure you. No, these things happen in the Republic. Consider this an ex gratia payment to cover your costs. Fuel and 10 Echo. Yeah. Okay. Now we can speak to the dark spectacled Admiral. Do you have an appointment? No appointment, but... apparently I'm to show you in anyway. Very well. So... ask what he needs. Visitor information. Visit port and will be interested in the port reports. Do we need... So we can submit things here. So, red honey, moves in the great game, charts, vital intelligence. And we can also spend the favours we have collected. But I'm sure... Acquaintance, another day, favours. No. Menaces, no. Objective, return to a life of luxury. Retrieve strategic information from the Iron and Misery Company funging station. Oh, have we not found it? I thought I had. Well, there we go. I guess. I want to find that. Do I have anything to sell? Or purchase, in fact. I probably want some... Oh, you can just buy these. Oh no, you can't buy them. Well, crap. That's a shame. You can buy this stuff. Yeah. Iron and Misery Company. There it is. Fuel and provisions. Actually, we aren't too bad on either. Okay. Let's go see if we can find the funging station. So where is it likely to be? Well, we've apparently... Let's sort of clear this area. So straight out the gate should do it. Although actually that should probably be saved for next time, as we have hit the 15-minute mark. Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Next time we'll be generally sailing around sort of home waters and seeing if we can find a funging station. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. See you then.